Hi, my name is Fatima Abdul and this is my ABA 630 Week 7 overview video. I'll be discussing my SAFMEDS data and progress, my study methods and interventions, and my course progress thus far. As you can see, this is my Precision X standard acceleration chart for weeks 1 to 7 for ABA 630 thus far. These are my A-cell data points with upward progress throughout all the weeks with all the decks. I have been able to start at a low level and consistently progress upwards to a high level. I'm able to hit the aim band by week 2 for most of the decks thus far, and maintain a low level steady decel of 0 across all weeks. This is mainly due to my study methods and interventions that I've put into place. My main study method is to do my new deck technique, where at the beginning of each new acquisition deck, I separate the large deck into smaller same term or similar term piles, and then I study those piles individually for some time. Then I would combine the deck again and run a few practice trials of the entire deck. I found that this creates a really great foundation for maintaining the content and remembering the content overall, and I'm able to progress throughout the weeks with this strong foundation on the cards per deck. So I do this only once at the beginning on the first day of each deck, and in between, if I'm experiencing any difficulties maintaining upward progress, I implement interventions. My two main interventions are to increase the number of pre-trials and to increase the number of time trials. My pre-trials are practice trials, where before I start my SAFMED session for that day, I would conduct a practice trial at the same speed with the 30 seconds and run through the deck. I would not count that trial, and then I would conduct a trial where it's untimed, and I would run through the entire deck in the same speedy fashion and check the answers at the back each time. It's sort of a refresher of the content before the start of the sessions and helps me with recall. My second main intervention is increasing my time trials to 10. So instead of doing 5 time trials, I would do 10 time trials. Usually this is able to help me meet my goal. My goal per day with my SAFMED sessions is always to get an increase in my A cell and to maintain my D cells of 0. So by the end of either 5 sessions or 10 if necessary, or 1 or 2 pre-trials if necessary, I'm always able to achieve my goals. Additionally, before I start any SAFMED sessions, I declutter my workspace to make sure that it's distraction free, and it really helps me to concentrate as well. I also try to do my sessions before I start any other work so that I'm not mentally tired. These are my main study methods. For my Fluency Deck 3, I've been able to maintain a steady high level with low variability A cell scores and low level 0 trend D cell scores. This is mainly because of my strong foundation with my new deck technique, and I have mastered the decks, so I know the definition cards pretty well by this time. So my scores range from about 20 to 24. I'm not usually able to get more than 24 in the 30-second time period, and this is usually dependent on which cards I shuffle into rotation for that session. Some cards are wordier and some cards I'm not as familiar with as other cards, and that is what determines my scores at the end of it. Additionally, my course progress thus far has been pretty good. I saw an increase from my pre-test, and my pre-test score, and there was definitely an increase in my midterm score. This is mostly due to the readings that I've done weekly and attending the lectures, which definitely help, and the SAFMEDS. So the SAFMEDS terms usually appear in the tests, and this helps me a lot. And from the readings, I'm able to recall the information and increase my scores as the course progresses. So that's my score. So hopefully my main goal is to achieve high marks in my final exam. So that has been my overview video for AB 630 so far, discussing my SAFMEDS data and progress and course progress. Thank you very much.